Yo, sup, sup. It's been a hot minute, so let me know if the audio's a bit funky or anything. And I am definitely not buying time to make sure the cam is set up correctly. Hello, Surge, Resnick, Yogurt. You sound beautiful, buddy. Thank you. I know you. All right. Don't mind the distraction on screen. Sound good, a bit quiet, but good. Okay. I'll raise it up just a little bit. Just for y'all. Hello, handsome. Hello. Ooh. Okay, let me know if it's too loud now or whatever. Alright. Cat smirking emoji. Exactly right. Alright, I'm gonna be real. I do not have anything planned besides showing off the shoes, and then yeah, I don't know. We'll see when we get there. I don't know how long this whole showing off shoe thing is gonna be, but I just want to show it off, yap about it a little bit. And let's see, the cam, it might look a little awkward because the camera isn't, it's a wide angle lens, but there isn't a lot of room between the desk and the camera. So the actual like shoes, it might take up the whole screen, so maybe there won't be a good view, but we'll see. Plans are for nerds, to be honest. Yeah, you're right. Are you gonna show the grippers too? Hell no. Okay, let's see. You're gonna switch. Ta-da. Let me know how that looks. Should be all right. Okay. Oh my god, Sweet John. Yeah, me too. No grippers. He hates us. Yeah, I hate y'all. No grippies. No grippies. Not my grippies. Okay. So, before I show them off, so I have worn them. I used to be really into shoes, like a sneakerhead, and I haven't bought, like, I've gotten rid of most of my collection by now and only kept like ones that I actually wear. But I am the type of person that likes to wear their shoes. So even though these two pairs are, I had to pay resale for both of them, by the way. We'll get to that in a second though. Even though I paid quite a lot for both of them, I wear them, and I plan to wear them a lot. Actually, I'm not gonna lie, I think ever since I got both of these pairs, I haven't worn anything else. So yeah, luckily they do go with a lot of things. But before we show them off, oh, maybe I will show it on cam first, because I'm gonna yap for a minute and I don't want no shoes being on cam. Let's see how this looks on camera. High tops or low tops first? I actually do not know which one I'm gonna show off first. Wait, let me make sure. I don't think there's any in the boxes I need to show. Okay. how am I going to start this? Well, for those of you who not know, Hoshimachi Suisei did a Converse collab very recently, and the cool thing is back in I think 2022, I think end of 2022, she actually had a Converse collab, but it was just like 2 shirts and I think like a keychain. So it wasn't even like a, you know, full blown like collab. But then it's really cool, like 3 years later, she actually did. So have you met any cute Hoshiomi gal thanks to those yet, or lad? Unfortunately not. I've even been to like the arcade with them. Well, I have the past few days. But no knowers, no knowers. I'll let y'all know if that happens though. I guess before I continue yapping, I'll show off the insoles because okay, they're Converse, and for those of you who do not have never owned a pair of Converse, they're not very comfortable. So these are the insoles, and I'm not sure if you can even tell. This is if you do not know terminology, this is what's inside. This is what your foot is on. You may be thinking, this looks thin as hell. It is. It's shit. It's so bad. Oh, autofocus is working. Nice. Yeah, this is terrible. So yeah, this one, it's just Converse. And then this one, Hoshimachi Suisei. So I've worn them a few times, but you know, they haven't like faded or anything. So it's good that I changed insoles because I want to preserve this anyways. Hi, Buizu. I can tell your feet are well acquainted with them. No, I don't know what you mean by that, but so like Dr. Scholl's or whatever. Yeah, except I don't know what brand I got. It's just whatever is at Academy. That is a billion times more comfortable. But yeah. So Suisei collab for shoes. We'll show that in a second. Got to edge a little bit. But the process of getting them. Now, if anyone knows like information that I don't, I couldn't find anything about it. But pretty much one single store in Japan had these Suisei sneakers. So ABC Mart, like apparently it seemed like a place like in America that's like sells shoes like Foot Locker or Champs or whatever else we have here. I think so is what ABC Mart was. And this one specific location in Tokyo had them. And then they also had an online drop. A single location. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was a single location. And they teased us back at the end of 2024 in December, like around Christmas time. And then they didn't say anything. And then, like, I forget exactly what day. It was like a few weeks ago. But like a day before they dropped, they were like, hey, it's going to be at this location and dropping online tomorrow. So long story short, I tried to get them. And how it works is, you know, like I said, I was a sneakerhead before. So usually how this works is there's a time where the sneakers drop and then good luck. You get to the site crashes sometimes it doesn't. I was super unlucky and all I got was the error. I think it was like the 403 error where I couldn't even get into the site. The site an hour before drop was perfectly fine. I think drop was like 6 p.m. my time. I forget. But yeah, 5:30 it started. Everyone started prepping and I never gone to the site again. I saw a bunch of other people outside of Japan and inside Japan that were getting the same error. Like I was like refreshing Twitter and whatnot. And even the people who were getting in were seeing like the classic sort of sneakerhead thing where you're able to add to cart, but you can't check out. So that was, yeah, it was a mess. Error 403, too many scalpers connected. Yeah. Yeah, you know how it is. So sad. I was hoping it was going to be like a bigger collab where it was, multiple locations or whatnot. But yeah, single store location. I took the L on that. And because they're still very niche, there's a very specific sites, at least in America, whenever you're trying to get a pair of sneakers for resale. And typically it's like sites like Goat or what's the other one? StockX. Pretty much there's like a middleman sort of ordeal where like you buy from somebody, they go to the company and then they legit check them and then they send them to you. So the only places I could find the Suisei Converse were on Mercari, which from the looks of it is like kind of like a Japanese eBay, and Sneaker Dunk, which is I think it's pretty cool. Maybe I think I still have the app. I can show you real quick. It's it's the equivalent of just like the few places that just name like StockX or whatever or Goat. But what I found funny is they not only do sneaker legit checks, but they do it for cards, like Pokemon cards and other type of cards. I'm not sure if this is gonna show up. Yeah, it does. Yeah. So you would select a pair, and then it shows you like a graph of this person bought it in this size at this price at this time. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, a lot of those sites are usually that's like how much you get, or sorry, usually that's how a lot of people get their sneakers if they're not doing like locally. Hey, Herb, did I just see 12K? Yeah, that was a pair. Actually, what did pop up? That was a pair of Nike Yeezys Red Octobers, which I won't. Those are the pairs that. Those are the Kanye pairs back in the day. Whenever he was part of Nike, yeah, those still go for a lot because they don't make them anymore. But yeah, that was the whole process, and that's where I got these two pairs from. That was about it. Um, I did pay crazy. I mean, I think it was pretty crazy, but not too crazy. I mean, both of these pairs. I mean, let's put in perspective. Most of Jordans nowadays retail for like 220 USD or something, which is absurd. But that's how it is. So I know these are just Converse, but they're Converse for my Kabiyoshi, so they were worth it in my eyes. So let's get to show it off the box real quick. Like I said, this is probably gonna be out of frame. Oh my god. Oh, that's not bad. Okay. As with any collectible, it's worth how much you're willing to pay for it. Exactly. And even though for both of these, I got okay, I'll just tell y'all. Both together, both of them, about 500 USD. And if you look at it from a retail perspective, I'm pretty sure if you bought both for retail, if you do the yen to USD conversion, both of them retail are like less than 200. But not terrible in my opinion. Okay, so this is the box. I really like the, baby blue Hoshimachi Suisei, and then how like the star kind of like goes in like a comet. It's such a nice touch. And it's just the box. And I probably can't show it off at all, but there's a signature like right here. you'll see a better look at the signature because it's on the tongue of one of the shoes. But yeah, both shoes are identical. And this was, I mean, you don't need to legit check really for something like this, but for Jordans and more popular shoes, fakes do go around like that. So here's your authentication card for the legit check for both of these sneakers. Yippee! Sneaker dunk. And I'm not sure if they charge more usually, or if, you know, because like I said, this is a pair of Converse, so it's like they didn't need to really legit check them. But if this was a pair of like a more popular pair of like ones or twos, or, you know, Jordan 1 through 12s, then they would have to go through the authentication process. But I think they only charged me like $10 for this, $10. I don't remember. All I remember is shipping from Japan plus authentication was like 15 or $20 for a pair of shoes, which is crazy. And it shipped like, by the time they told me it shipped, it came to me in like like less than a week, half a week. All right, first pair. Let's go over the high tops first, because I think there's less to say about them. Even though they're more loud, there is less to say about them. And yes, I did, like I said, I have been wearing them, but I did disinfect the bottoms pretty well. So hopefully there's not, and then they weren't like really dirty. But here is the first pair. And oh god. Oh, they fit in frame perfectly. Oh my god. Wait, is it so far that I can zoom out? Excuse the shaking. Oh my god. Yeah, they do fit in frame perfectly. Nice. Okay, well, these are the high tops, and they're, even though they're really loud, they're pretty simple, like for what they did. It's just a, what is it, collage of all of her like albums and single covers. Hey, nice kicks. Thanks, Canis. Thank you, thank you. So yeah, they are, by the way, both of these, the high tops and the low tops, are a base of just the Converse 1.0. And I mean, that, I knew that it probably was going to be a 1.0, but there are Converse 2.0s that exist, for those you not know, and they look a bit different. But if I'm not mistaken, someone can fact check me on this, but a few years ago, Nike bought out Converse, if I'm not mistaken, and the 2.0s have the different insole, like a Nike insole, which is why they're more comfortable. But yeah, both of these are in size 9.5, and they fit pretty well. The thing about Converse though is I feel like they always fit a little, like they're always a little bit longer, you know? So 9.5 is like a perfect fit for me. 10 would look like clown shoes, and 9 would just be too tight. Then again, my foot is like pretty wide. So like most of my shoes are in US size 10, but there's like a minimum of an inch of extra toe box space for me in nearly every pair of shoes, just because like my foot is just too wide, man. But yeah, these I actually really like. And I think, I don't know, it's so simple, but it's so cool, man. This is Wee Wee Woo. This is Sore. This is Pathfinder. This is the Spectre album cover. This is My Happy Transmission, I think. This is the April Fool's Comet-chan. I forget the name of the song. This is Stellar Stellar. This is the Wicked and Template drop. I think that's it. Yeah. You feel that pain? Yeah. Most shoes are made too narrow for anyone's toes, man. Nah, yeah, for real. You like Suisei? Then name all her album covers. Yeah. Yep. Super sick. But the laces are just regular white laces. Now the tragic thing, hold on. The tragic thing is the low tops have much more like care put into them. There's a lot of more like Easter eggs, I suppose. But also they came in white laces. I'm not sure if the camera will focus, but I know it's a very just simple touch. But yeah, it says Hoshimachi Suisei on the tips. And I was like, oh, I could just put them on the high tops. But, you know, there's an extra like 15 centimeters or something on these ones, so they would not fit. I don't know why they did that. But yeah, very simple. But I really like them. And I don't think there's anything on the bottom that's different. No. Yeah. Simple. And like I said before, I changed the insoles. So these are the ones I got. And oh my god, I'm so glad it's actually fading away already. I did play Pump It Up in these yesterday. For those of you not know what Pump It Up is, it's a game at round one that's like, it's like DDR, except there's a middle button. And yeah. Oh, I forgot to show the tongue. Inside the tongue, Hoshimachi Suisei. And her signature. Now it's, I like how it says talent name, and this is Hoshiyomi name. But like, why would I ever write my name in there? But yeah. But yeah, I think it's cool how these insoles, they're way more comfortable, by the way, and they're orange, which I thought was perfect since blue and orange are complementary colors. So yeah, that's all there is for these high tops. Very loud yet simple, and yeah, let's get on to the low pairs. Come on, thinking, step up your Delulu game. But like, my signature is so dog. I don't want it to be like in there, man. You want your name to delete all collector's value. True. These are pretty sick. Yeah, for sure. And if y'all thought those were sick, I think like first glance, I was like, okay, high tops, they're cooler than the low tops, but I don't know. I think because there's of all the little things on the low tops, I low key might like them more. I don't know. It's hard to pick. So the lows, like I showed y'all before, they came with the white laces first. The ones that are just straight up regular white laces with Hoshimachi Suisei on the tips. But the shoe themselves, this is it. And the alternative tips are so clean. They're like space galaxy themed. Focus, maybe. But yeah, there we go. They're so sick. They're so sick. And the uppers have, you know, the same canvas and the same baby blue on the boxes. And then the toe boxes, ta-da, Hollow Generation 0, and then 2018 03 22, aka her debut date and also her birthday, March 22nd. Oh my god, wait, that's coming up. What day is it? March 10th. Oh, I should draw her something. Pretty, yeah. The laces are so sick. And yes, her 7th anniversary. Speaking of anniversaries, I had to rebuy the Comet hat from, was it her 6th anniversary or 5th anniversary? I don't remember. Maybe 6th anniversary. But the one that had her black comet hat, I think it was your 5th anniversary, but excuse me, the um the black comet hat, I had to rebuy it because I lost it in Japan, and I kind of just forgot, like, okay, it's fine, I lost it, I'm sad. But after, like, having more wearable Suisei merch, every time I go out, I'm like, man, I wish I had the comet hat because it goes with everything because it's black and white. But yeah, I had to rebuy that. Thank you, Makari, or whoever was selling it. Even though the price was outrageous for a hat, I'm gonna wear it all the time, so it's okay. It's okay. But yeah, Hoshimachi Suisei, not Hoshimachi Suisei, just Suisei, her signature on the tongue, and it's so pretty. I love this little detail. I really like it whenever shoes in general change the tongue, because usually that's something they don't change often. At least, like, I used to be really into Jordans in basketball, so for things like Jordan 1s, the pinnacle of Jordan 1s is like, you have Nike Air on the tongue, like the classic ones, even like the newer releases. But then you also would have like Jordan 1 colorways with the Jumpman on the front, and then it just doesn't look as nice. And one of my favorite pair of Jordans, my first fair pair of Jordans, the tongue, they're like mid ones, and they're not mid, like there's low ones, mid ones, and high ones is what I mean. But they're the hair ones, which are the let me find a picture of them. They're called the hair ones, and instead of the Jumpman, it's Bugs Bunny, because Space Jam. Yeah, I just love whenever shoes do the extra mile of like showing off the just like different details, and which we're about to go over after I show you this pair of sneakers I'm trying to show you. Does this work if I throw them in here? Oh yeah, this one, my favorite pair of Jordans, my first pair of Jordans I got. Yeah, you see on the tongue, it's the Bugs Bunny. So I just love it whenever shoes do a bunch of small little details like that, which is why I think I just really like these lows, because there's just so many small things. But her signature, Hololive Gen 0, her debut date. On the back, you have, again, sorry, there's not much room. The stars. And isn't it so perfect that, these are the Converse Chuck Taylor All Stars? It's so perfect, man. It's so perfect how, like, there's just already like a star in the logo, and she's a shooting star. But yeah. And then the laces themselves, so pretty. There's just no point in wearing the white ones in my opinion, just because these make it a little bit extra loud, but they still are pretty simple. Yep. And I think that's it for the shoes. It's not too much to talk about for them. Just that I really, really like them. If there's a pair of like Suisei merch, like, I'm like, a lot of stuff I wear nowadays is just like VTuber merch. So for there to be wearable VTuber sneakers that I can wear with majority of just whenever, oh my god, it's so nice. There, keep not gonna lie, my feet would suffer. That's, trust me, it's a okay, yeah. Even the insole makes it so much more comfortable. However, for something, because I played Pump It Up in both the lows and the highs, and man, they're it's not even the insole that makes it uncomfortable, because because it's like a dancing type of game. you're just like stomping your feet while you play. The thing that makes my feet hurt so much while playing that game in these is the fact that because they're Converse, they're a little extra long, and the extra room, because I don't know if y'all like, you know, the extra room that they're like whenever you're stomping your foot, it's so uncomfortable. It hurts so much. So maybe I should not wear these. But then again, I do want to wear them. Thinking ooh woo. Captain Kirk. What up, dude? Sliding in shoes is the worst. Yes, I agree. It's so bad. Maybe I'll just be extra and like wear these to round one, but then whenever I actually play Pump It Up, I switch to a different pair of shoes. Because my god, these are great, but I don't think I could wear Converse, man. It's like every time I've gone to the gym, I've been like, I want to wear these to the gym, but then I also want to like run afterwards. So I'm like, well, there's no way I'm wearing these to the gym though, because I probably can't. There's no way I'm running in them, and there's probably no way these would even be comfortable doing stairmasters. Converse are neat, except they engineer them to be the most uncomfortable shoes known to man. Yes. Going back to why I changed the insoles, the most shit insoles I've ever seen on a pair of sneakers. It literally looks like cardboard. And that's what it feels like whenever you're walking on them. Holy. What are those insoles? Not it's actually terrible. They're but hey, they say Hoshimachi Suisei on them, so we take those. Imagine seeing someone roll up to the machine and it's like hold my bag, then pulls out a pair of shoes out of the bag and changes. Dude, I would look sweaty doing that, but like I'm not even very good at the game. The insoles kind of look like an uncooked Burger King chicken sandwich. I agree. They're terrible. Thank God I found a pair of insoles that just are way more comfortable. But yeah, that's about it for the shoes. Like I said, personally, the the low tops, after seeing them in person, after wearing them, I think are much. I think it's just the attention to detail that I like. But yes, I will continue wearing these every day. Or should they didn't confuse insole with insult, dude? That's what I'm saying. It's so disrespectful. But hey, at least it's just a better excuse for me to be like, okay, I could take the insoles out because I want to preserve the her name. All right. Well, I think that is it. Oh, wait, one more thing. One more thing. Oh, where'd I put it? Oh, okay. So, also, ta-da, I also have. What is this, you may ask? This is actually a sticker. I don't know why it's a sticker and why it's not just like an actual card, but this is something that you like I said, they only had that one location in Tokyo for ABC Mart, and they also sold these online, but you only got these if you were in person. And I sure as hell was not in person. However, oh, I forgot. Okay, this is the embarrassing part of the story, but um oh, sorry about the camera. This in here is a third pair of sneakers that I have not worn, and they're small as fuck. If y'all have not seen my Twitter posts, long story short, I was trying to how to say, you know how I was talking about sneaker dunk. Well, I bought the high tops like instantly. um they dropped at around 6 p.m. that day. I forget what day it was, like Wednesday or Friday or something. They dropped at 6 p.m. and then I was trying like for hours trying to get through, never got through. And then I haven't worn a pair of Converse in literal years. I've thrown mine out, my phone 1.0s and 2.0s, since I beat them to hell. So I didn't know what my size was. Luckily, there's an academy really close to me, which is like just like a sports indoor and outdoor store, and they have shoes that like you can just wear, pick up and wear in shoe boxes. And luckily, they had a pair of 9.5 lows. So like the next morning, I went to them. I went to Academy, and then I found a pair of Converse that were 9.5s, and they fit perfectly. I slid them on, and then I bought the high tops right then and there because resale at the time was like less than 200, and then the low tops were like going for 250, and I was like, it's hard to tell for sneakers. Oftentimes they're most expensive when they first get on the resale market. So I was coping like, okay, maybe I'll wait a day. Like maybe everyone who wants to actually scalp them hasn't put them up yet. But then someone bought the 250 pair and it went up to like 280. And then I was sweating and I was like, do I pull the trigger on it or not? And then I was refreshing Mercari, the Japanese eBay equivalent. And it's so bad because I don't think there was like a way to filter out like exactly which sizes. And then I was so confused on the sizes because I wasn't sure if like it says like US 10, like is it actually a US 10, or is there specific like Converse sizing, or like, because usually most of them were like Japanese, like not Japanese, it would just be like 28 centimeters, 23.5 centimeters. And I was trying to find an actual conversion chart, but every conversion chart I went to is different. And apparently there's like a specific Converse centimeters to US chart that I later found, but it was too late. I like bought the wrong size and then found out too late. And by the time I tried to request to cancel it, they already had shipped it. So then I was like, uh-oh, it's fucked. So then I like freaked out, and I was like, well, there's a pair that's coming to me that's size 4.5 men's, and I don't have an actual size for me. So then I just bought because this drop was already so niche. There was only so many, like I said, there's only Mercari and Sneaker Dunk, and Sneaker Dunk shows you the lowest price. And at the time, because I didn't pull the trigger at 250, it was at 300. And I was like, man, just fuck it. I don't know if this price is going to go higher or lower. So yeah, I paid 300 for the lows. Oh god, just listening to the stories making my heart race. Yeah, it's like that. So if I don't end up selling these, 4.5 in men's, by the way. So you bought 4.5 men's? Yeah. It's tragic. 4.5 men's, and well, okay, it wasn't my fault. Okay, it's like partially my fault, but also partially the seller's fault, because in the description, I don't know how this works. Maybe they were confused as well, but in the description, like it says what does it say? It says 10, right? It says US 10, but then like whenever you go to a different one, it says like UK whatever, or it says like Japanese 28. So I don't know who's going in. There's not like an actual automatic conversion. So in the description it said US 10, and then but then you could, I'm also to blame because what is it? The thumbnail says just straight up like 23.5 whatever this is. 23.5 centimeters. So is it my fault? Yeah. Yeah, partially my fault. Oh, this is your size? Really? Do you want them? Do you want them, dude? I haven't touched them. Because I don't even I don't know anyone in this size. Cursed smile. Yeah, I mean, you might be a 5. Well, you let me know. You let me know. Because, yeah, I mean, what is the equivalent of a 4.5 in men's? It's like a 6 or 7 in women's. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, if you want them, I mean, I already planned to sell them under what I paid for, because look what I got out of it. This is a long-winded version of me saying I still got this card because that person sold it to me. So I'm still happy. And people are selling this sticker or card for like $50 or some shit. So I'm like, you know what? Worth it. But yeah, that's all I had to say about the sneakers. How much do you think you're selling them, bro? Dude, what is let's see. What was retail for these? You know, I really don't want to give these out for. If Converse are true size and I am 4.5, dude, I got you. I can sell them for way under asking price. Oh, you know what? Because it's you, Kirk. Okay, one, you're a homie. Two, I'll figure out. Okay, I'll figure out a price. We can talk about it later, and then maybe you can like, maybe you can draw me something cursed, and then, and then that'll be like, you know, that'll be part of the deal. It's I'll be like, hey, I won't scalp you for this because you're a homie, and then you get fine. Okay, let's go. I'll DM you later. I didn't think about it. But yeah, if you try to like double check that it's your size, let me know. Because also I don't want to send it over to you and then it's like also not your size. But I'm more than happy to hook you up, because I was gonna see if like my cousin or like my sister was this size, but no, they're all like, it's like a size too low or whatever, or small. All right. Oh, are we moving on to the karaoke part of the stream? Hell no. If I were to do karaoke, I had to be like intoxicated for that. Okay. I am going to now. I'm gonna draw. Maybe, like I said, I don't know. I didn't think this far. Maybe we'll just yap about art. Maybe I'll draw. Maybe I can show y'all the thing that I was supposed to finish today that I didn't. Maybe I can still finish it today. Maybe on stream. But let's. I don't have a BRB screen, so we're gonna go back to the other screen, and I have to move the camera and whatnot. So give me a few minutes, dude. I'll be right back. Hello. 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 Yeah, y'all at the top left? Oh, not here. Of the loading screen. It's pretty peak. Okay. Wow. How long has it been? 7:22. What? Wait. Oh no, I thought I started at I started at 6:30. I forget. Okay, it's been less than an hour. I thought it's been an hour and a half. I was about to be like, huh? Okay. Oh my god, you missed me. Blushes. It was an hour of yapping about shoes. Ah, could have been worse. That's about as long as I expected, to be honest. Okay. Cat smirking emoji. This isn't even like on OBS. This is just I left it there on CSP itself. Okay. So there's a few things we could do. When are you gonna hunt some monsters with us? You know, I've been enjoying just watching Mon Hunt gameplay. I'm gonna be real. But oh, actually playing it? Probably not. I think the only Mon Hunt game I have played isn't like I played what is it called? Wilds? And that was the only one I played. I know it's not like I don't know how Mon Hunt games work. I know my friend told me like that's like the more arcadey version, like not the more mainstream one. Oh, not Wilds. What was the one that came before the I don't know what it remember it was called. Not the one in between World and Wilds. I played that one. Rise, yes, thank you. Rise. That's the one I played. And I even like I got like I barely touched post game, I think, after you like beat the story. So I didn't even get through like everything. But it was fun while it lasted. But I don't know if I could play one nowadays. It is fantastic to watch though. Been enjoying it. I'm gonna get a little sippies. Okay. Oh boy. Well, you're wondering why there's a Porygon on the screen. This was one of the, like I said, I was like, do I work on a sketch? Do I actually remember that I didn't go through all of my other, all the second half of the artworks when I started yapping. So, what is this sobbing emoji? Okay, Kirk. This is actually Kirk's fault, by the way, on why this sketch even exists. Because I drew this a while ago. I drew this after. Hold on. Pause. Ah, here it is. Huh? Don't you? Huh? Oh, do I have to actually save it? Can't just screenshot and then copy paste? Let's see. Boom. Proof. This was whenever I took a picture of me celebrating that I got the new drawing tablet. So right after this, right after this, I sketched this. It's a nice little sketch. You should draw all the homies like this. You're so sick. You're so sick. I'm responsible for many things, but what did I do this time? I'm actually confused. Bro, the proof's right here. I'm just saying the proof's right here. Proof's right here. And yeah, I didn't draw anything past this. Chia! Exclamation point, exclamation point. Yeah, she's hiding behind here. You don't remember this. No, that's crazy. But yeah, maybe we draw the maybe we continue drawing Juna. I actually haven't drawn in a few days, by the way, because I wasn't really feeling it this weekend. It's been like stormy weather, kind of makes me tired. I was like, no, I don't really feel like drawing. Plus I wanted to like save all of that drawing like sort of feel for commissions. So the only thing I had been working on is, maybe I'll show you in a second, but a piece for just a fan art piece of Juna, and I've been like just slowly finishing this. It's been like my side sort of project. I'm just saying that it looks photoshopped. Nah. Who has screenshots to use against their homies? That's op behavior. Dude, I'm your biggest op. What could I say? Yo, hide that. Is that Judah Vaporeon? Yeah. It is. For better or worse, it is. Yeah, you can blame Kirk for that one. Everyone could blame Kirk for that one. Alright. What else do I have open? I'm scared. I don't think I have anything crazy open. Because I usually like open like a bunch of files. I'm like, maybe I'll work on this later. So, oh, this is just Unagiru kissing. Unagiru kissing. That's fine. I don't know why I have that open. Maybe I was in the Pokemon mood, because low-key I've been like consuming more Pokemon content lately, which I haven't done in ever. I do want to like, oh no, I think my chat froze, or my chat in OBS froze at least. Awesome. Okay, never mind, we won't go on that tangent. I will show y'all sneak peek. How about I try closing OBS chat real quick? Nice. Yeah, it's super frozen. Might just have to open YouTube. Oh my god. Okay, that's whatever. Let me open YouTube real quick. All right, we will, I think I already also have it open. We will work on let's see. Okay, so I have a bikini Juna piece that I've been slowly working on. Oh my god, why did that take so long? Wait, I think it'd be open chat. There it is. Okay, bikini Juna. This is like, okay, this is like 95% done. So I will show y'all anyways, because y'all either see it tonight or I'll just post it tomorrow. So sneak peek. I'm not trying to hype it up. Ta-da! Bikini Judah. Oh, it doesn't look. I haven't looked at it in a minute. It doesn't look terrible. There's some things I need to fix. We can do that right now. Just chill out for a little bit. Where's my drawing glove? I always throw. Okay, I found it. Perspective goes hard. Thank you. I tried. I've been really liking the high angle perspective. Really seeing how far I can push it without looking too crazy. Okay. Let's. Oh my god. Wait. Why is the calibration for my pen so off right now? What? Wait, what do I need to restart? Okay. What? Wait, how can I show you how off this is right now? Oh my god. Okay. You see this circle? Oh my god. I can't even... This circle? This red circle I drew right here. Let me move my mouse. My cursor, my pen is like right here at the bottom. And that's where the calibration is right now. What is that? Wait, let me restart my fucking Huion. I've never had this shit. Oh wait, no, I think I know why. Okay, wait. No, it's still fucked. Oh no. Awesome. Awesome. This, I promise you, this has never happened. New GPU. Okay, I told you about the GPU problem the other day. So I was scared that something was going to... Okay, TLDR. Catch y'all up. Since this screen is a 4K display, I have a TV set up. So it's like double, you know, displays, regular 1920 by 1080 displays, and then I have a TV set up above me that's 4K TV, and then this is also a 4K monitor. So my GPU has been like randomly timing out when I'm just like browsing Twitter or YouTube, and then so I thought it was like a monitor problem or like, you know, 4K display problem. So I unplugged the TV for this stream, and it might have fucked up the calibration for this. Awesome. Well, I'm going to actually, I don't know what will happen whenever I try to calibrate the monitor, like what y'all will see. You probably won't see me calibrating, but let me try to do that before we yap about art things. Excuse the scuff. We are going to try to calibrate. Oh yeah, I don't think y'all see it. But now I'm scared if I replug my 4K TV in that it's gonna like fuck up the calibration again later. We'll see. Oh, okay, yeah, I fixed it, right? No, I didn't. Okay, awesome. Let me restart CSP. No. Okay, this will take like 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, some seconds. It's fucking fixed. I just had to restart it. Okay, well, at least it's fixed now. Okay, so, yeah, let's just yap and work a little. Cause there's some things I gotta change. Okay, so this, I leave notes for myself. Whenever a piece takes like longer than a sitting, which is majority of pieces I make, I, you know, before I go to bed or before my session is done, I like circle everything and I'm like, remember to do this, remember to do that. It's like notes to myself. So I think I've done most of these before because this is from like a day or two ago and I did work on it last night a little bit. Render water more. We can render a little more. Skin darker. I think I did that already. I circled the waves here and I already did the change. Render eyes more. I have already rendered the eyes a little more, but we can do a little bit more. We won't be able to warp this piece of hair until the very end. I said tail. I did add it, but I might make it more. It's tough because I've never drawn Juna or any character in this high angle pose, so it's like, how much do I show of the fat tail before it looks like, you know, it's kind of fucking up the perspective. And yes, Serge, make armpits sweaty. I did put that, but we can't go as hard as we can usually because of the angle, you know. So I did kind of put some detail here. I think that's the most we'll go. Oh yeah, and then I also circled the eel plush. This just looks, I did fix it a little. Before it looked way worse, but I fixed it a little. So do you not expect that to be the notes? You know, only helpful notes for myself. So also another thing I see is I keep on trying to like do my hair more stylized. You know, I'm at the point of that of art that like I try to push the stylization. Like, you know how people say like, you know, you gotta know the rules before you break them, which is absolutely true. But I'm kind of learning, like I'm kind of really playing around with the hair, and I think that kind of shows off in like the last Bunny Girl Juna piece I did, where I tried to make the hair way too sharp and it just doesn't feel like hair anymore. So I think I'm gonna like not make that part as sharp. Makes it look a bit weird. Just a little bit. I think a little bit of sharpness is fine, like the pointiness for the stylization is fine, but like this is just a bit too much. But yeah, if you see all of these layers up here are clipping mask, because I kind of already went, I often do like, you know, a lot of things out of order. So like whenever I have the, whenever I have like majority of the piece done, I'll start adding in like the finishing touches. Because I'll show y'all what my piece looks like without all, because everything above this folder right here, like all of these layers are pretty much like the filters. So majority of the time I'm working with the filters off. So whenever like I add the lighting and the actual colors that you're going to see, it looks a lot different. So let me fix this before I yap more. No idea if that'll look all right. Let's not look at how many layers I have. Holy shit. Can you scroll your Twitter? You mean like just open my feed and scroll? Yeah, I don't know about that. I would be sweating. That's playing a dangerous game, my guy. That does look better. I did notice Twitter was down this morning. Did anyone else wish that it stayed down? I was like, I hope it stays down. I hope it just never comes back online again. Okay, that does look a little better, but now I have to get rid of these comb brush lines because it's not following the actual shape. Yeah, unfortunately it's back. Yeah, unfortunately. Honestly, I don't even scroll through it like that anymore. Like, barely. Just the post and look at my Oshi's post. You still need it for Hakasaki art? Yeah, me too, dude. I feel like I miss a lot of good art nowadays just because I'm not scrolling like that. But hey, what are you gonna do? I really can't be caught scrolling like that anymore. Rake brush for texture. Oh, maybe rake brush doesn't work here, actually. Maybe just like that. No, it's not terrible. Looks a bit weird. You need your juicy VTuber corpo drama? Could not be me. I am not a drama enjoyer. That actually kind of looks terrible now that I look at it. That part of the hair does not look correct. I need a good ref for this. Yeah, I forgot what I was yapping about, but feel free to yap about whatever to each other because I need to figure this out real quick. Okay, instead of thinking about that, I am going to fix this shadow. I realize that this has also been bothering me. I'm gonna blur it too, just because that's how shadows work. And then I always change how I stylize my ears. I might have to look for a few more references to see how I want to stylize this. Okay, oh, I remember what I was gonna do. Okay, instead of me, there's just, we'll figure that out later. Okay, let me show off. So this is something I've realized recently in my work. I think it's kind of cool, and I feel like most people would work like this. Let's unlock all of these. Locking means like I can't select the layer, it's like it doesn't even exist. I can't change it or anything. Okay, so all of these layers right here, this folder, it's all clipped to this folder, right? So this folder is literally all of Juna, you see? And if I turn everything off, this is what it looks like. So this is the majority of the time that I was working with this. Good night, yogurt. I know it's oh my god, yeah, it's almost 8 for me, so must be pretty damn late for you. Good night. Thank you for stopping by. Bye bye. Okay, so this is like, you know, 90% of the time, 80% of the time, something around there, I was looking at like this, right? Which is just a super like, compared to what I just showed you, it's very flat, right? Maybe there's a better, yeah, I think there is a better way for me to do this. If I just select all the layers, turn it down. Oh, that's better. After, before. So what I've realized is, since, you know, I draw on a color calibrated screen, the way I've been like rendering, I kind of have this approach similar to what like a photographer or videographer would have. You know how they like film or shoot something in like the most neutral way possible so that they can go in and color grade later. Because, you know, if let's say your ISO or your white balance is like too high for a specific shot, then you'll like dial it. If it's like too overexposed, then it's like way more difficult to take away the exposure than to add exposure. So I feel like that's what I do as of recently for my art, where it's like I kind of draw like, I'm aware that the colors I'm going to add in later, because everything I do is more so like saturated a bit more to like the purple tinted side, that like, oh yeah, I'm going to draw something like Juna's hair. I'm going to draw it more brown because I know that it's going to be more purple later, you know? So it's very brown here, but then after I add all the effects, it's like more purple-ish and it has more contrast. So yeah, I thought that was a cool thing I noticed whenever I was going through my workflow. That I was like, oh yeah, I do just draw everything more on the flat side and then kind of add it in with the effects later. But even like, you know, here, before all of this. Like there's still like, you know, rendering in the skin and whatnot. It's just like more emphasized here. And some parts I think are actually a bit too purple now that I look at it. Yeah, we're at to the point, besides the hair, I got majority of the things down, but let's see. Something is causing this to be way too purple. So let me go back and figure out what's causing the darks to be purple. And I think it's right there. Oh, no, it's here. Yeah, it's here. Maybe change this to soft light. Yeah, there's at this point in time, there's going to be very little changing. Oftentimes when I get to this stage, I'll have a bunch of different variations when it comes to the lighting or like the tint. You know, like a more blue tint, more purple tint, and then I'll like export it and then look at it through my phone later. Honestly, leaving no line art for this part of the hair might make sense, because this is the part that has the most light. Could be one of those, like, you know, the light is kind of emphasizes that. I've seen some artists do that. I don't know why I can't figure out the shape of this. Sometimes it's just like the smallest things. Usually I wouldn't hyper focus on one part of the art piece like this, but come to the point where it's like this is pretty much the only thing besides like the lighting that I need to get through. I also like to change my piece to grayscale every once in a while, just so I can make sure the values are okay. Typically, the values are most different in the area that has the most focus. So typically it's the face, right? Because the eyes, the skin tone, the hair, usually there's a lot of contrast going on. So The value focus for this piece, I think it's pretty good. Obviously, the most values happening, the most changes happening is in the face, which is good. And then the background, which is going to be slightly Gaussian blurred. There's a good difference between that, the background, and the character. Maybe this ear stylization is okay. Let's see. Oh, it's really dark. God, I don't know. Something like that. It's not bad. A bit more purple instead of orange. Change the opacity in that. I don't want it to look too out there. Yeah, lighting is tough. It's still the thing I think I struggle with the most. Even though I feel like lighting is able to turn, like, I feel like lighting itself ups the level of an art piece. Just because, like, it's one of the first things you notice. Especially in a setting like this where you're, like, outside in the beach. I feel like it can turn a bad piece into, like, a pretty acceptable piece, and can turn like a good piece into a great piece if lighting is done well, just because I think that's the thing that makes pieces feel so alive. So another reason why I like put on my notes earlier that I want it's going to be darker, and even though it is darker than it was before, kind of hard for me to believe because I feel like the skin isn't even that dark. I low-key want to see if I could make it even darker. Let me find the layer that does all the heavy lifting. It's this one, no? Kinda. I thought I had a different layer that kind of went crazy on. No. Huh. Am I crazy? I swear I had another layer. Okay. No, yeah, I think it is just this one. Let me make sure. So yeah, this clipping mask is selecting everything, like the skin, everything but the hair. We're gonna go through it. We're going to copy and paste this and then play around with the curves again. Oh, I mean, just doubling it did help. But maybe it's still a bit too purple. Okay. Let's go through this. So the greens kind of control. This is coloring with curves, I suppose. That's how I was taught for this. So here are the midtones. Makes everything more purple or green. too purple. Everything is a little too purple right now. I think I'm just gonna go here. Oh. Midtones might be it for what I need to change to make her skin a little bit more contrasty. I think a separate layer is making it a bit too purple. It is. I think it's this layer. What is this layer doing? It's making the skin a bit more blue tinted. Right? Yeah, it is. I might need to redo these layers. Because what I was thinking is that because the background is, you know, like, what would you say? Like, more than 50% of the background is blue, which is a cool color. And then the sand is a warm color. But then Juna herself, you know, skin tone, it's more on the warm side. Even though she's under the sun, I'm taking the stylistic approach of making the piece more interesting by having more contrast of cool and warmer colors. Which happens in a lot of pieces, but yeah, because I messed around with the curves again and made the midtones and darkest parts a little bit more warm and dark, I'm gonna have to redo the light tones or the blue tones because now it's too blue, which is fine. This is something that would normally happen. Okay. So that's really blue. So I think we're gonna keep this up, but we're gonna probably change the gradient map. So what I'm doing here, I'm using something called a gradient map, which pretty much like up here, this bar. Oh, wait, can't even see the bar. Okay. Oh, it doesn't capture? Okay, well, figure that out another time. Pretty much the point of a gradient map is it assigns each value, you know, white, gray, black. It assigns each value to a specific color. Which is why whenever I select specific gradient maps, it makes each color like change a bit. It's a very easy way to have different filters on. So I'm trying to look for like a more blue tinted filter. I think this was one we had earlier, but it's a bit too purple in the darks. So it assigns each value a color, and then I'm using it on soft light. Usually people use soft light or overlay. And oftentimes, not oftentimes, but like some people like to use this method to actually color. So people will color in grayscale and then color using gradient maps. But I usually just do it to like kind of mess with colors like this. Yeah, we're looking for something blue, but not crazy. Maybe. too purple. I want, because now I think this is too blue. It's also changing the color of the bikini. I need to mask that out. None of these are clicking, really. Yeah. Maybe the more simple one. Too big, too purple. I might just have to manually do it with curves again. Okay, this is really pink, but how about we turn that down a lot? Oh, okay. I think I like that. Might be too intense. I don't know. I'll just let it sit for a little bit. Said this is the point in time where it's just like so many little changes. Let me see what that does to the values. Yeah, it does make it darker. So, do I want? Okay, I'm gonna try to mask out the swimsuit. Maybe it's too uniformed. Oh god. This is it. God, I can barely tell the difference. Boom, 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 boom. That's darker. This is lighter. Darker. Lighter, darker, lighter. I think I like lighter. I like lighter because the colors fade. The colors show through more, which kind of, you know, have that sort of like feel that the skin tone is kind of bleeding through, which I do want. And then, yeah, I kind of really am liking the fact that the line art for the hair here is not showing through. Maybe I'll add it in a little bit more. Like I'll redraw it, but I will, what is it? Maybe use the airbrush.
not bad, I think. I think I'm overthinking that part. What other notes did I put? I guess I could... Oh, I don't think I added any highlights of the armpits at all. So let's do that. Got a dog appointment for work tomorrow. Good night, Resnick. Thank you for stopping by. Hope that appointment goes well. And yeah, this piece will probably be done and posted tomorrow. Bye-bye. There's a fine line between the shine being too much and too little. And because it's on the armpits, I want it to be noticeable, but I don't want it to be too insignificant. Oh, that doesn't look bad. Blur it a little bit. It kind of looks weird. Maybe fade it in a little bit. Not sure how I feel about it. It's a small enough detail to where, like, if you look at it, like, you can tell it's there, but it's not like, I don't want to, like, crazy over render the armpit. Oh yeah, the tail is also flat because it's not in the same folder. So instead of reselecting all of my clipping mask, I am just going to put the tail in its own folder. How long has it been? It's been an hour and a 44, so I think I'll probably call it in like 2 hours, like 10-15ish more minutes. Once again, this stream was majority just wanted to yap with the shoes, and I did do that. I might make a small little video going like kind of just breaking down that part of the stream, because I am in the middle of editing the card opening stream. I started it. I haven't worked on it like the last day or two, but I started it. What do you mean you're doing a 7-hour stream? Oh my god. 7-hour stream of anything is crazy. Especially an art stream. My god. I'm gonna be real. I am talking to myself while I draw this, but usually I do work in silence and I have something going on in the background. Most of the time. It's like 33% music, 33% maybe it's another stream, or 33% of the time it's me working complete silence. But usually when I work in complete silence, I'm like super locked in. Okay, we will multiply a layer. Ooh, okay. Purple, red. Ooh, I like that. Okay. This is also the part where I go in and I don't want to perfect it too much. But if there's anything that like kind of looks crazy out of place, that kind of takes me out. Gotta fix it a little. Ooh, probably had to fix this
I should probably look at a better reference. Or I don't think I look at a reference at all. A reference for this bikini shading. So I can sell the texture more. I think the other one, this one, looks pretty good. This one looks off a bit. It's like the shading is passable, but I want it to be a bit more like believable. That it's like bikini feeling. Better than before. Let me see if I can find a reference, man. Beach. Bikini. Actually, looking some of these references of the bikinis under the sun, maybe I should put some more lighting on them as well. Just a little bit. Because I don't think I have enough. Okay, let's try that real quick. That might fix what I'm trying to do. Okay, let's just create a whole nother layer. Actually, yeah, let's make this. I don't know what blending mode to use here. Usually for lighting, I like to use either color dodge, add glow, overlay, soft light, or hard light. There's kind of no consistency in which ones I use. It just whatever looks good for that piece. Usually it's hard light. Hard light's a nice balance between, I think, overlay and add glow. Add glow is really intensive. Like I have an add glow layer here, which is just the intense light. Where is it? Hello? Wait, where is it? I just saw it. Oh, I see what happened. This layer, add glow. It's the light coming off screen. It does a lot. It's like the, you know, it's trying to imitate the sunlight. So off, on, off, on. So I use it sparingly. Back whenever I first started digital art, that was my go-to lighting blending mode, but it's just too intensive. But it works perfectly here since we're outdoors. So, you know, we want to have the sun shining really hard. Yeah, overlay is also a bit too. I love using overlay to tint things. So, you know, I take an intensive like purple or blue and really kind of show that really sell that the character's like under the specific lighting scenario. But hard light is like a mix between those two. So I think we will figure out. Okay. Okay, that's with the new lighting. This is off, on, off, on. I think it looks better on.
Also, I still haven't figured out if I want this piece to be left or right. Like I keep flipping it, you know, just because that's what I usually do. But you know, final and posted, I don't know if I like it her facing to the left or her facing to the right. Wait, actually, I think one of these is correct because of, I was about to say, because there's no like indication of like her being asymmetrical, but there is her hair. I'm tripping. I mean, I think it looks fine either way. I'm pretty sure the smaller part is on the left. It is. The small part is on the left. So it has to be this way. But I have no strong feelings on whichever way she faces. Yep. Nice. Okay. What else can I do? Oh, actually, I should probably add a little bit of rendering on the tail. I think I will just leave like this small part of the tail because I did try before, like showing more of the tail. And as much as I want to draw her big, fat, thick tail, it just kind of ruins the perspective if I go too much into it. So we will not. So you will add more, slightly more shading. Just a little bit. No. Oh no. My pen tweaking? Not again, bro. Not again. Might be a sign. Dude, actually insane. My pen's mad tweaking. This is me using my mouse right now. Wow, it's not even being picked up anymore. Well, might be a sign. It's about time anyways. At 1:54. Okay. Again, my pen's never tweaked out, but on stream, I guess so. Guess so, man. Let me make sure all the layers that I want are on. Yeah. Okay. There still needs to be a little bit done. This is pretty much like it. I'd say it's like 99% of the way done. Just by looking at it here, I'll take a step back, and then I will I'll do the circling. Okay. I actually do want a little bit more color on the eyes. It looks, there's like barely any airbrush on it. I want just a little bit, and I might add more lashes. Maybe like 1 or 2. There's like 1, 2, 3 right now. Maybe I'll add a 4th one in the middle, and then add a bit more red. I feel like I had more red before, but I might have accidentally deleted the layer or something. But yeah. That, the eyes, I could make, I mean, you know, she's at the beach, so make her skin look more wet Oh, probably here. There's no wet spot on her tummy. There should be like maybe one on this side that's like dripping down. Yeah, I need to remember to warp this. I can't do. I say I can't do this to the very end because after I merge everything into one layer, I'm going to take this piece of hair and kind of warp the perspective a little bit because it's kind of screwing up the perspective. The hair looks like it's just going straight down like this. Like if it was a piece of paper, it kind of just looks like this. But I want it to look like this. I want to warp it like that. Perspective. Yeah. To make it more believable. So it looks a bit flat here. You want to sort of go downwards. So I have to remember to do that. I think that's it. I think this actually, now that I look at it, this part of the water does not look very good. I like the way that this side looks, but this looks too uniform, too lazy. I don't know what I did. Yeah, that does not look as good. That looks way, actually, yeah, that looks pretty bad now that I look at it. And then slightly more rendering on this eel. This eel for some reason. This eel, I don't know what it is for the because obviously this is based on her hairstyle for her casual outfit. The perspective on this kept tripping me up, but I think, I don't know, it might have to be warped a little bit as well. Kind of. I don't know, it might be fine. I think that's it. Pretty sure that is all. And then the final touch is besides the colors, going through one more pass of that, like the darks and lights and the midtones, probably blurring everything except for like this part. So everything else would be Gaussian blurred by maybe like 3 or 6, or I can go in and hand blur it myself using the airbrush just to put more focus on her, or I could try to add chromatic aberration. Actually, let's do that real quick. Let me try and then we'll call it. So let me export this. Tuna, beach, selfie. So we'll open a new layer and we will open Tuna Beach selfie. Flip it. And then I have an auto action. Look at this cheat code. Boom. In Photoshop, you already have these 3, but you have to go through an entire process to do this in Clip Studio Paint. And luckily, you have auto actions. So someone did the actions. I downloaded the actions. So now on the click of a button, I can move it or do it. Like I say, I gotta say, I love the facial expressions you draw. Thank you. Thank you very much. I very much appreciate that because the face is something I'm always hyper focusing on the face just because I feel that if you draw character art, for better or worse, a lot of people just look at the faces more. I think just we as human beings just naturally look at the face more whenever there's a character in it. So as someone who majority does character portraits, I do try my best. So usually the face takes like the most time to draw, which makes sense. Okay. Here, chromatic aberration is just fancy words for like changing the RGB channels, or getting the RGB channels and slightly offsetting it to create this sort of blur effect that adds a bit more character to the art. And like 99% of the time, you probably don't even notice it because it's such a small thing. Like I moved it like 2 pixels. But if you zoom in, which, you know, majority of people don't, you'll be like, wait a minute, the lines are, you know, if I move the green RGB channel, then it's like the lines are green and, you know, whatever this is, fuchsia, violet. And it just adds a bit more interest. And it also adds a bit of blurriness to it. So oftentimes I will, if I do this, I'll like, you can see it in the eyes here, I'll erase it in the face just so it adds a little bit more emphasis on the eyes. It's pretty much the same effect as Gaussian blurring everything and then erasing the face. I won't nerd out about it too much, but in the 3D Spider-Man movies, like Into the Spider-Verse and Across the Spider-Verse, they overly emphasize this, and they're like the first people I've seen use chromatic aberration super crazy. Like if you look at the buildings and stuff, maybe one day we can like go through my art books. I've been thinking about that, going through all my art books and kind of nerding out. But a lot of their background pieces, the offset will be like this much, and it's just, they do that instead of putting Gaussian blur on it, and it looks so good. But yeah, that does look pretty good. Very less is more. See, this is too much. So here is like perfect for me. Oh my god, my eyes, yeah, like 3D glasses, like really bad 3D glasses. But we'll probably, this is just a test, but yeah, I'll probably do this and then erase it in the face a little. But we'll probably also like Gaussian blur the background a little bit. So maybe we'll mix Gaussian blur as well as offsetting the RGB channels. But yeah, that's about it. It's only 8:30 for me, so I'll probably like, because I worked on it and you know it's the finishing touches, I'll probably like leave this open off to the side. I'll do something else, and then before I go to bed, I'll look at it again, make the final adjustments, quote unquote final adjustments, and then open it in the morning. This is where I usually, even when I've like feel like I'm done, quote unquote done with the piece, I'll usually post it in the morning or in the afternoon, because after you wake up, you might see some few changes. So I know that tomorrow will be the final pass for everything, and then I'll upload it sometime in the afternoon or morning. All right, yep, that's about it. Well, that was more productive than I thought, because I thought I was just going to do the shoes and then be like, I don't feel like drawing. But we did draw a little bit. Finishing touches. So, yeah, that will be it for me. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for listening to me yap and draw. This whole second part of the stream is more like background noise, which, yeah, it is what it is for art. So, yeah. Next time, I know it's already March, but I do need to, I should probably just commit to yapping about the second part of my pieces, starting with Huna, and then crunching that down into a video. I should get to that before the halfway mark of the year. Yep. Yeah, that's about it. Bye bye. Thank you for stopping by. No outro yet. So